Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I am Erin Peacock from Meditate to Inspire, and this is Meditations for Creators. And today I thought of doing something a little bit different. I feel like it might be helpful and nice for us to enjoy a little bit of meditation, some of it with our eyes open. And so I'll just begin the meditation with inviting you to gently close your eyes, and we'll focus on some easy breathing, and then I'll sort of guide you through different exercises to open your eyes and view the world around you and where you're at, wherever you are, and sort of take things in as an observer. And this is a way for us to be able to maybe look at things in our everyday environment, if we're in our everyday environment in the living room, say where I am, and maybe look at them with a little bit of a different perspective, or see something in a little bit of a different light than we usually do. Or if it's a place where you're not so familiar with, maybe just have that environment sort of come alive in a new way for you. So enjoy the meditation, and I will be guiding you through the entirety of it. If you don't hear my voice for a few moments, just know that I'm here, and I'll guide you through the whole thing. So make yourself comfortable, and whenever you're ready, you can gently close your eyes and begin to just bring your attention and your awareness to your breathing. Notice the rise and the fall of your chest or your belly with your in-breath and your out-breath. Allowing your breathing to be however it is in this moment. Notice how you're sitting, just sort of taking a scan, a gentle acknowledgement and awareness, scanning your body from the top of your head down to your toes. And with every part of you, just relaxing your muscles a little bit more with every breath. And each time you inhale, you're bringing that awareness to the present moment. And exhaling, relaxing just a little bit more. And as you're feeling more gentle and calm, maybe a little bit more settled, find yourself sitting in this place, in this moment. And I'd like for you to do is, with that awareness of where you are, gently open your eyes and notice all of the colors in your view. Just slowly scanning in front of you and just to the sides of you. Taking in all of these colors. Maybe you see green, blue, red, black or gray, brown. There might be a picture hanging on the wall, and just notice all of the colors in the picture. If you're looking out your window to nature, see all the different colors of the leaves or the flowers that might be in bloom. And choose one color to focus on. And notice just everything in that viewpoint that you have with that one color. You might notice maybe a lot more things than you would typically say your color is red, and you might look around you and say, oh wow, I didn't know there were so many red things in this room or in this space or in this place. Or maybe there aren't very many red things. And then noticing all the things in that one color, choose just one object in that color to focus on. And as you're looking at it, notice what kind of elements it has to it. Maybe there's some texture. Maybe there's some movement happening. Maybe it's a draped object. Maybe it's a static object. Maybe it's moving a little bit. Is it shiny? Is it sparkly? Is it a bright color? Is it more of a subtle or dull kind of color? What kind of elements does it have? What are you noticing about it? Now, how does it look next to the object or next to that thing where it is? What kind of shape does it have compared to what it's near? Maybe this object that you're focusing on is square or has harder edges, and something that it's near is a little bit softer on the edges. Just really focusing in on this object and taking note of all of its subtleties. Now maybe look and see how there might be some light reflecting on it. Maybe it absorbs the light, maybe it doesn't really reflect. Maybe it's shiny and reflects a lot. Can you maybe see that reflection from that object shining on something near it? Do you notice any shadows that it's creating? Is the shadow to the left or to the right? Is it a very short shadow? Is it a very long shadow? What kind of a light source is behind it to create this shadow? Just observing it and sitting here with your focused attention on that one single object and noticing so many elements. It could be a very simple thing that you've chosen to focus on. But when you really look at it and really look into it, you can see so many things. You can see the nature of it, the texture, the brightness or the contrast of the color, the shape of it, how it compares to what it's near, the shadows, the light reflecting. Maybe there's also a sense of familiarity, or maybe it sparks a memory. Maybe it gives you a type of a feeling. It makes you feel happy, or it makes you feel nostalgic, or it makes you feel curious. Realizing that there's just so much more to this object, to this thing that we're focusing our attention on, and realizing that there's so much depth. And there's a lot more to something than we typically notice or realize when we pass by it, or maybe if it's something familiar to us that's in our everyday environment. We might not necessarily take note of these subtle things. And as you sit and you look at this object, you're bringing a new life to it. And you're doing that with quiet observation. The small subtleties of something brings it more alive. And so I'd like to invite you to close your eyes again. And breathe into this moment and feel your body more relaxed. Giving some acknowledgement to yourself that in any moment of the day, wherever you are, you have the capacity and the ability to recognize these things, to see things with a little bit of a different perspective, to bring a new light to something, to breathe a new life into something, into your experience. You can notice these subtleties of any object at any time. And just marvel and be in awe of the world that you're a part of, the world that you're in, the world that's around you. And whenever you feel ready, you can open your eyes. And arrive to the moment with new awareness. And so with that, I invite you to bring this kind of attention and awareness also to your creative endeavors and the craft and the art that you're creating, the materials that you're using, the inspirational images that you have for whatever it is that you're creating, to just enjoy a few moments of quiet observation, to sort of breathe this new life into whatever it is that you're working on, and breathe a new life into your craft. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next week.